And we're back, taking a small little break from RE because I'm tired. Charlie's gonna play Jumping Flash.
Jumping Gash.
Try and try and
Whoa, it
beat
says Europe.
Yeah. I'm actually
These
surprised
are
it
all
didn't say
based.
Japan.
These are all based off the PAL.
Oh, that is a weird thing. A lot of these games are like ROMs of, the PAL versions. I don't know if that's specifically why it says that, though. But that was like one of the big criticisms of... Yeah, that's pretty loud. That was one of the big criticisms of the PlayStation Classic. That's what we're playing it on.
Baron Aloha.
Was that, like, because of, like, TVs and, like, megahertz and shit like that, they ran at different frame rates than, like, 30 here.
Oh, yeah.
Because of, like, refresh rates on TVs being different in Europe and shit. Dude, I have this fucking ad blocker off. Jumping Flash! Look at it. I can't fucking play videos on my laptop, even though I have the ad blocker off. So I can't check the audio.
I thought you used to just tell it to fuck off.
I did at first I did, and then last week the ad blocker, even though was off, was still working, and now it's off and still too effective somehow. I can't go into settings and do anything else. I literally just have it off. Like, here's my ad blocker right here. It's literally turned off.
Oh yeah, it is.
And I go to settings. I mean, I can just check on my phone. Like, look at these crazy settings. Like,
Ready to go?
Yeah.
I don't know why YouTube's being such a dick. They've changed, like, so much little tiny stuff recently that's pissed me off. Just trying to watch stuff.
Like what?
Have you seen on your phone on YouTube app? Okay. You know how you just, like, tap left twice and it goes back 10 seconds?
Yeah.
On my phone, it's like I have to tap a minimum of 3 times quickly. And sometimes
Really?
it'll change the speed of the video from, like, original to, like, 1.1x. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Cherry bomb.
And I have the ad block.
Dude.
Absolute bullshit.
Jet pod, baby. Ah.
Oh. Okay, here we go.
Bonus level, baby.
Have you played this before?
Yeah.
Have you beaten it before?
Yeah. Not in... I had the PS3 Classic, so I haven't played it since then. But I beat it.
Okay. Alright, it sounds good. Sounds pretty even. So are you just trying to get the balloons in this stage?
It's just a bonus. 1-up.
Oh, you got a 1-up. Was that timed?
I don't think so. It didn't seem like it was.
Okay. Have you made any good food recently?
Just still I'm on that chicken and steak. Mm-hmm.
All right.
What about you? Any pastas or...
Last Sunday, because it got cold, I was like, crock pot. And I checked sales, you know, for what proteins were on sale. I was like, oh, I can get like 3 pounds of chicken for like $6, basically. I was like, fuck yeah. It was, and I was like, yeah, it was like $1.99 a pound, whatever.
No, chicken has been on sale.
Yeah.
At Hy-Vee, like, every week.
So I got over 3 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken breast. And I was like,
Yeah, baby.
okay,
Ready to go?
crock pot, chicken, what do I want to actually make? I was like, chicken noodle soup, but that's kind of a little boring. Like I wasn't feeling it. It was cold, obviously, but I was like, it's gonna warm up a little bit. You know, it's not like deep cold.
Uh-huh.
But I still wanted like the crock pot on all Sunday.
Yeah, I knew I could jump on people.
Yeah. You can't jump on everybody because I think some of them have like spikes or something, if I'm remembering correctly. But that heals you, doesn't it? No?
I thought it was going to.
Your life is on the bottom though, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Maybe it gets rid of some kind of status effect.
Great.
HP max get.
That just healed you. That didn't up your HP. Okay, so I have that copycat barbacoa from Chipotle recipe. That's gonna burn you, right? Yeah. Oh, well,
Fuck.
it did burn you, but that was definitely to get you over there, I think. But you're supposed to use beef with the barbacoa. And the first 2 times I've done it, I've used beef. You know, you just do like rump roast. Third and I think 4th time, I just used pork. You know, like pork loin. And so I was like, fuck it, I'm going to try chicken. And so I did it with chicken, and it was just as good. What? Slightly different. What is going on?
That doesn't seem normal, does it?
No. I mean, it's just the sides of the screen, though.
I know.
No, that is definitely not normal.
Mm-mm. Some connection shit.
It might be. That's an old-ass HDMI going into... No, because that would fuck with the actual video. That might be some weird emulation thing.
Look at this guy.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, so I made that on Sunday, but on Friday I also made corn salsa. So I just had a bunch of Chipotle, chicken, Chipotle barbacoa chicken with corn salsa tacos, and it was delightful. I also had that like Monday and Tuesday. And I still have a big ass tub of it that I froze that I could just thaw out anytime.
Hell yeah, man. Barbacoa. You're a big barbacoa, dude.
Oh, dude, it's the best meat at fucking Chipotle.
Too salty.
I mean, we all know, you know that story. Best Bite. But I don't think it's too salty. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the edge of the screen. That has to be either emulation or the PlayStation Classic being fucking weird. Go to exit. Got to exit.
Egg.
I think it was last week. Oh, I could actually do that tonight. That'd be delicious because I got beans. But it was last week or 2 weeks ago. Just one night for dinner, I just did scrambled eggs with cheese and hot sauce tacos, soft shell tacos.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Delicious.
I love egg. I feed my dogs egg. 2 eggs, 2 pieces of ham.
No, man, that's fucking up.
Yeah, I want to say it probably just is the classic being weird.
It has to be.
Ready to go?
It's either the classic or the HDMI, but like into the classic.
Dang. I was talking about playing Monster Hunter.
Oh, I was listening to some gaming podcast. It was MinMax and PS I Love You that were bringing up, you know, after like Redfall. This is back months ago, because I'm way behind on those podcasts. Like after Redfall was such a shit show and like failure for Xbox, but like Jim Ryan and Sony are out there like, we're gonna make like 10 lives for service games and blah blah blah.
Fuck.
And they're like, you know, how could it fail, or is it a good idea? It's like, that's probably not a good idea. Nice. That was a good strat.
There's no life in this level.
All right.
Don't you have other shots?
Yeah, you get you can press circle, but you got to get them. They're like little specials.
Yeah, that's what I figured, but... So those icons are just there, and then we'll have a counter next to it, if you have them?
Yeah, it'll show. You get 3 total. There's that kiwi.
Yeah. Kiwi bird?
Parappa the Rapper's another one that could have been on this.
Yes.
Here's your pyramid.
Yep. So what the fuck was I just saying?
You were talking about really racist stuff earlier.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Man, it's bad.
It was real bad. Woo! Mario 64.
Yeah. I just recently played that level when I was playing Mario 64 like 3 weeks ago.
It's a really fun game. Man, I've been watching some gameplay of that Wonder, and the levels are so short.
Oh, okay, Super Mario Brothers Wonder.
Yeah.
Super Mario Wonder or whatever.
Dude.
I've seen nothing of it. People, channels I've watched have played it, but I'm just like not that interested.
It's crazy how short the levels are. Makes me wonder like why
But is
they
it like
did that.
early levels?
It's like everything I've seen. Like they're just so short compared to like new Super Mario Bros.
But if you think about like even Super Mario World, pretty short. But like Super Mario Brothers 3, those levels are short for the most part. Now there's some scrolling levels that obviously take a little bit longer, and then puzzle levels that take longer.
That's true. Super Mario Bros. Wii U was really good. And the one for Wii. Me and Steven had a lot of fun playing that game.
I never played that one. I've played the Wii U one twice through. Yeah,
I've only played it once.
it's good. I think New Super Mario Brothers is like super underrated by like fucking just like. I mean, it's the same people that I listen to podcasts from, but like, it just has this like shitty reputation among like video game journos and shit like that. It's like, no, they're actually really good games.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about. The video game live service stuff, or live video games as services, whatever that Sony's doing. I think it was PS I Love You did bring up, like, that can just mean, like, just a multiplayer game. You know, not, like, some shitty Avengers kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know, like, actual, like, PvP stuff. But someone said they've heard that Guerrilla Games is working on, like, a co-op kind of Monster Hunter Horizon Forbidden West kind of game.
But it's not connected to Horizon?
No, it would be in the universe.
Oh.
You know what I mean? You go out and hunt like big ass dinosaurs, but you wouldn't be like Aloy with her crazy shit. You
Yeah.
have different kinds of stuff, or maybe it's like bigger thing. I don't know. I don't know if it's true or not, but I was like that does not interest me at all. But I could easily see that working
I love
as long as they know how to do it.
those types of games. Monster Hunter is really good, but man, the Monster Hunter purists are going to hate me. They kind of control like shit.
Oh, they absolutely control it.
That's what I'm saying.
Dude, like legitimately, the early games specifically have terrible critic reviews because the controls are just garbage. Like the one on
And they have
GameCube,
not gotten any better.
They haven't?
Like
Like, even
World. It's hard to play, man.
Yeah, I know they're hard to play, but I thought the controls got better. They're just hard.
I feel like they could be more fluid. They're just not.
Is that because of-
and that is kind of the game, though. You're not supposed to fucking button mash.
Yeah, it's kind of animation heavy. Like,
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, kind of like
Everything has weight to it, and like the animations take a long time.
kind of like Dark Souls a little bit. It's like there is a wind up. Now I know it's
Definitely.
yeah.
I just wish it was a little more fluid. They're really fun, though, man. But you know me and my fucking... I love to grind. I love replaying shit over and over for,
That-
like, materials.
That's
and,
all those games are.
Yeah, it's right up my alley.
Can you not step on the sand?
No, I don't think so.
I mean, you were on it, but what was it?
It was hurting me.
Oh, okay.
I think it's hot.
Ah, hot sand. I think you can just go to the exit, right? Yeah. Nice.
All right.
Oh, right.
All right, baby. That sounded like, what's his name? John St. John.
John St. John, Duke Nukem.
Yeah. Gengar, baby.
You got snacks, got extra toasty Cheez-Its and hot and spicy Cheez-Its.
Ready to go?
This is the level you're talking about.
Yep. Fucking Doom clone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, I wasted that.
Do those explosions hurt you?
I don't know.
Because you're like backing up.
I'm thinking they might.
Also, what do the coins do? Just, oh, probably score.
Yeah.
I wonder if the score gets you extra lives. What do I have? Oh, you got 4. There it is.
That guy looks straight out of,
Kingsfield.
It is kind of Kingsfield,
Yeah,
isn't
I mean,
it?
this is literally like Kingsfield right now. Well, not that, but yeah. What were you gonna say?
I forgot.
Free time.
Because my answer was better.
I'm trying to think of what the fuck I was gonna say. It was some game. For some reason, I want to say Musashi, but that doesn't make any sense.
No, that makes sense. Very, very heavily polygonal.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like simple polygonal. How do you switch your weapons if you have them? Oh yeah, so that says yeah. So you just use it? It's just whatever's next in line?
I'm guessing, yeah. See, like, circle. Bing! This game's fucking cool, man. This is the shit we're missing these days.
Weird
Because if
stuff?
something, yeah, because if something was going to be made like this, it would be like a cheap, it would look like shit. It would be like some cheap flash art
No.
fucking indie game.
It would definitely be an indie game. But it doesn't mean it has to be cheap.
They look cheap, though. Like, it's crazy to think that Pixel costs more
Oh, it absolutely
Nowadays.
does because you can't.
because there are just so many more pixels that need to be fucking filled on a screen.
It's pure art compared to like using easier tools in an engine like Unity or something like that.
And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's the shit that makes it look cheap.
But this isn't pixel. This is still polygonal 3D art.
Okay, this is it. Yeah. This is my favorite style, dude. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, I played a demo of. I ended up hating the second demo. They're basically like piecemealing these demos out. I can't even remember the game is, but it's some like survival horror game that's like. I mean, it looks better than a PlayStation 1 game just because of fidelity, but kind of that style. But it's like isometric when you're walking around and like looking at shit. Like the first demo is literally like walking around a house and like this is what our kind of exploration / puzzle design is gonna be like. And then their second demo was like a demo of their combat, and that's what I ended up hating because
What game was this?
I can't remember the name of it. It's not out.
Is it on PS5?
That's on Steam.
On Steam.
Yeah, it's on my.
Pull it up. Pull it up, baby.
But the second demo that they released was like their combat, and it has an interesting idea where you're walking around in stealth and stuff, just like the exploration stuff in third person. When it goes to combat, it becomes first person, but it just it was so bad because it was so punishingly difficult because like aiming, firing, they all took stamina, and the enemies would just like run up on you.
I'm gonna fucking die. One up, baby.
All right.
Mount your friends.
Yeah. It's just a party. It's a platform.
Got all that good Star Wars shit. Unreal Tournament fucking rules. That's the good one too.
Oh no, I'm done for. I told you, right? He's too tough.
Is it like a walking? Yeah, like with puzzles though. Oh, okay.
He made another game. I think this is the second one. Anyway, the game barely runs. It's kind of weird.
Ready to go?
think it's. I think because it was a demo, I don't think it's on my thing anymore. On my playlist. Or like my library.
I wonder what it was, man.
I literally found it on like a preview on Game Informer. This was months ago.
Oh, but you played it like that recently? I was
Yeah.
thinking it was like years ago.
No. This is pretty recent. I just didn't tell you about it because I was so, like, I was like,
You were just like,
the
this
combat is
sucks.
so fucking bad. Just like, it's not worth mentioning. But it was kind of like a new game in a style of older games that they're using, you know, like graphically, you know, because there's a lot of like, not a lot, but there are, especially when it comes to survival horror, like indie games that are coming out that are, you know, PS1 kind of graphics,
Uh-huh.
and that's what this was. I mean, there's even that PS1. Ooh, PS1 demake of Bloodborne.
Yeah, it's called Nightmare Creatures. We're hella playing that. Did you see the instruction booklet?
Yeah.
It had Apocalypse.
Yeah, I know. It had Apocalypse and something else on the back.
What was the other one? I think it was like Tomb Raider.
No, it couldn't have been Tomb Raider.
Pitfall 3D.
There it is. I mean, you're playing that. I mean, I gotta beat
Yeah,
Gaiden, you gotta
fuck
beat
yeah,
Dead
dude.
Aim, and then Harry Potter. Then I gotta beat some Harry Potter.
Harry Potter, Apocalypse, Nightmare Creatures, and we still have all those Star Wars games, man. We got
Oh, you got
games,
Jedi Power
dude.
Battles, or we do,
Yeah,
which is sitting right there.
and I want to at least play that Episode 1 game because that game's good.
You're gonna play that.
That's fine.
I don't even know how to look this up. Like this fucking game. It's from a developer in like Eastern Europe or Poland or something. I can't remember. Eastern Europe. You know what I mean? Like a small little team. Indie developers.
There it is. You are hiding. If it's not Japanese, I don't play it, dude. Except for like the occasional
Marvel Spider-Man. Even then.
Uncharted.
Oh, yeah,
I like
yeah.
the Uncharted series. Those games are just super fun. Like,
I found it.
sit down and shoot shit.
Holston. A psychological survivor horror game set in an eerie, isolated 90s Polish town consumed by an ominous presence. So I got the Polish thing right. Well, I assumed that. Team is. Polish,
What
figured it
is
out.
this? It's
called
survival.
Holston. Survival horror. I'll show you some gameplay of it. And yeah, it wasn't in my Steam library when I deleted. When I deleted it, it got off because I guess it's a demo or something.
And Game Informer was talking about it.
Yeah, they had an article of like, oh, here's this second demo showing off the combat of Holston. It seemed mostly like, oh, here's a press release kind of thing. But like, the first demo I thought was pretty good, outside of the writing, but you just have to go backwards, or?
I have to like. It
Yeah.
has to catch. You can't move.
Was this theme like underwater or something?
Oh, it's got like balloons and shit, so I'm guessing like the sky.
But like fish. Like, isn't that a big ass whale or something?
Man,
Sky whale?
yeah. That's the sky whale.
It's the wind fish.
You ever played that game?
That's my favorite Zelda. What is wrong with you?
You ever played DX though?
That's
With-
the one I own.
With the colored dungeon?
Yeah, it's right over there.
I like that game.
I've played both versions of it. I've beaten both versions of it multiple times. The original and the DX is what I mean, not the shitty remake.
Yeah, that remake was really disappointing. It ran like crap.
The fact that it
Like-
ran like crap is actually, like, on a
That's-
technical level, is shocking and disappointing. I legitimately think that game is just ugly.
Oh,
told you
I
that.
like the art style.
I don't like the art style of the characters at all. They remind me of those cheap little, like, knockoff. I don't even know if they're knockoff, but like,
The
'cause they're not
Mattel.
Legos. Yeah, some Mattel toys or some bullshit. Like, I just
Yeah.
think they're fucking ugly. And it is a completely different art style than the actual original. It's like, oh yeah, they just made a chibi 3D version of these chibi characters. It's like, yeah, but they're not supposed to be like stupid chibi. It's just a Game Boy game.
No, the fact that it ran so bad is what took me out of it. Because it was just... It really did run like crap.
Yeah, it did. Like, yeah, having a bad frame rate on a game that looks like that is kind of embarrassing for Nintendo.
Yeah, Nintendo...
Well,
They
it's
don't-
more embarrassing. Well, I mean, it's literally just the Switch showing its age. Like, it is an old system at this point.
Yeah, but it can run like Tears of the Kingdom and
I mean-
Xenoblade.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're not 60 frames, but they're like 30, which is perfectly... I mean, that's...
Yeah, but they're not...
Fine.
Those aren't stable.
What, like slowdown?
Yeah, there's slowdown
good.
in those games. There's slowdown in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Which, I swear, more than any other developer, they get less shit for, like, unstable frame rates than literally anybody. It's like, yeah, we acknowledge this. In other games, we'd knock the score, but... This is crazy.
Coffee.
Isn't it just called the Teacup Ride in Disney? Land or Disney World or which I assume Disneyland. Yeah, this is like a nightmare version of the teacup ride. I think you have to hit the faces. I don't think you're doing damage to the cups.
No, I'm not. I was waiting for that little, like, tentacle to come out. Genie arm?
Have you heard of that game Romancylvania?
No.
It's like a Castlevania, like Metroidvania game, where you play as Dracula, and then there's also an aspect of the game where you're trying to date some of the like classic kind of universal monsters and things like that.
I don't like that.
There's I think it's I think it looked bad.
I don't really get down with a lot of that, like, romance, like that's one of the things. If they took that shit out of the Persona games, I would be so much happier without, like, the social link bullshit. I don't want to go to fucking soccer practice.
Yeah, no, I get like
yeah.
the Romancylvania thing looked bad to me specifically, but like, no, I get that. But there was a one of the dateable people is a genie, and she just has like
Shantae.
I mean, she kind of does look like Shantae, legitimately. but
Those
she
games
just,
are supposed to be really good.
Yeah, I think they're gonna be. I think they're fine. She just kind of has like, you know, her legs disappear into flowy wisp kind of thing, and then there's a fucking lady with giant pumpkin tits. That are
Hell
just
yeah.
coming out of her fucking, and she's a little heart tattoo, like it's fucking Jurassic Park trespasser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. You can't beat that jump.
Because I guarantee this is gonna be the first thing that comes up. Is the Okay, it's not. It's close to the first one. It's not cool looking.
Ew, that's
Yeah, it's
way.
gross.
I was thinking it was like 2D.
Oh no!
That's
These are 3D
fucking.
graphics.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
I don't like that at all. I mean, that's a little better.
That's just because that's a shitty screenshot compared to like the actual character art.
Baron Aloha.
There's a dude you can date, but I forgot his name.
Dude, power pill.
You are so high right now.
Things got crazy.
So what does it do? Is it like star or...
Yeah, I'm guessing it's like the star. Invincibility or whatever.
There's the up top. There's the genie woman. You can see her legs are a little wispy.
That's hella Shantae.
Yeah.
Without long hair.
But yeah, she even has colored hair. Shantae has colored hair, right?
Yeah. It's like purple.
Yeah. She
Oh,
has,
no!
like, light pink hair. Oh yeah, Shantae has purple as hell hair.
Woo!
So is the ground slippery? I mean, this is obviously
Yeah.
ice level, but
Slippery as fuck, dude.
yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, I'm pretty sure I saw you come like slide around.
Power pill.
Does the fire hurt you, or is there like, are you getting hurt by standing on the ground? Oh, run into somebody. See what it does.
Yep.
Wait, what is the thing in the middle top? Is that just showing you... it's just showing you that you jumped. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what that fucking thing is. That little fucking uvula.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I was looking
It's like
at
your
that.
spring-loaded. See, like now you can jump, and then it's like reset it. Do you have to wait to jump?
You get a double jump.
No, and then when you land, you can just do it immediately?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, then that thing is just flavor. Like, UI flavor. Now, what are these things? They just hurt you? The snow cones? Snowflakes? Jesus.
No.
What does that say? Baron
Baron.
Aloha?
Yeah, he's the main bad guy.
Okay.
How the hell?
Is the jet pod the carrot? Right?
What?
The jet pod is just the carrot that you're trying to collect?
Yeah.
And so you're just trying to figure out how to get there?
Mm-hmm.
Can you not?
Oh, yeah. I didn't see this thing.
This is good music.
Yeah. The soundtrack's actually been really good.
Oh,
Oh, there's more.
more steps. It is wild that this game did first-person platforming in essentially the same way that Metroid Prime did it, but 7 years earlier. 7? Yeah, 7 years earlier.
This is basically Metroid Prime.
I mean, you're shooting fucking essentially wildlife in a bunch of environments, different environments. Like, legitimately, there's a snow level in Metroid Prime, there's a lava level in Metroid Prime, there's the forest that you start out in, there's a water level. It's all interconnected, but it's very Metroid-y. But the way they handled first-person platforming in Metroid Prime, the character would, if you just kind of jump, would look down herself, just like this. So you kind of knew where you were going.
It helps a lot.
Yeah.
How the hell do I get up there, though?
All right, where are you looking? Do these things respawn?
I was thinking the same thing.
They got to. I'm pretty sure you cleared out this area earlier. I think there's a guy above you. Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh, you just gotta wait for it?
thinking.
Ooh. Damn, that was far away. There we go. Oh. Nothing there. It might be too far. Oh, I think it's
And
slid
you,
off.
yeah, you slide.
Yeah, because it's not flat. Yeah. Well, can you not get to it from the stairs? Or are the stairs...
It's
Oh,
gotta
they're over
just
there.
be- you gotta like time it.
Oh. I think that's the lowest it gets. Can you look up on the bottom of the island?
Hold on.
Well, you got 340. That thing blocked you. You see what blocked you, though?
Yeah.
Is your double jump at the height of its double jump, or can he go back down and then, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's at the height. Or no. You can.
So maybe you can go like whoop, whoop, if you time it right.
I feel like it's still pretty far, though.
Yeah, but that extends your distance. It's not low enough. I think you can do it if it gets low enough. From that pillar.
Get off me.
That's way too far. That's too far. Can you make that? Yeah. Oh, you're sliding off the house. Oh, you got it. Got to exit. That was crazy.
I don't think I'm gonna make it, dude.
You got 130. And you just got to get to the exit. Where's the exit?
It's over here.
Don't jump on him. Oh, damn. Left. You got this. Money.
My freaking hands.
Ain't no thing. Swamp monster.
Swamp thing.
Ain't no swamp thing.
Look up and see how many worlds there are. Can't be too many.
I mean, if it's an hour, if the game is an hour and a half. Six worlds.
Oh,
Four.
wow. What?
You're on 4 and there's 6.
Yeah. World of Illusion.
Go for it. I'll be right back. I need to go grab some.
Grab your fucking dehumidifier. What is it? Phone charger?
USB to power adapter. So I had to use that one.
That thing hasn't happened again with that weird...
No, since I fiddled with the HDMI.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I reached over and just like secured it a little bit more. So it was the connection with the HDMI. Because when it cut to black, that red shit was coming through to the middle of the screen. You just couldn't see it because of the actual shit going on. I just don't know why it would do that, though.
Yeah. I don't know.
Are you holding down the button?
Yep.
Okay. I was gonna say, you're firing just a lot if you would have to be like... da, 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 da.
Yeah, you can just hold it.
Is there not something... Okay.
Ugh.
Got a maze and a cave. Is that the name of that shitty level in 64? Mario 64? Isn't it just the maze cave? Cave maze?
Yeah,
That's one of the worst levels in that game.
absolutely.
And I think that's where you... Isn't that where you unlock the metal hat?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, penguins. Mario 64 stole.
Yeah. They look the same.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Even kind of actually made a similar sound. Oh, that's cool.
Robbit. Holy shit.
Gotta make your way down. Whoa.
It didn't let me, like...
Yeah, I was gonna say, it looked like it just...
Sucked me down.
Yeah.
It did, dude.
You watch anything good recently?
No. I haven't watched anything. No, I can't think of shit.
Just playing VGs, watching random YouTube shit?
Ready to go?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I don't watch anything anymore, for the most part. Just YouTube. I did finally get to the end of, like, the second part of Outer Worlds this week.
Yeah, well, hell yeah, man. You've been working on that game for a minute.
Yeah, it can be a slog when you get to a new world, because it is just going place to place. The combat's not exciting because of how easy it is.
It's a pretty easy game.
It gets easy.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you're like running around and looting everything. When I got to the combat in on the first world started out difficult, got pretty easy, and then I went to an asteroid in between the first and the second world, and I was getting my ass kicked from like these big Ravager things or whatever. Got to the second world, and the game just straight up shows you the DPS on a gun. Damage per second. So even if it's a shot, it's like, you know, it does this much per second. So if it's high rate of fire, you know exactly what's happening. If it's low rate of fire, you know what each shot is doing. One of the first guns I picked up was like an Ultra Mark II kind of weapon, off either looting or stealing or something, and it went from like 200 to like 900. From like my stock / slightly built up weapon that I had leveled up to like, it was either like stock at like, I think it was like stock at like 900. I'm like, oh, so shit here is harder. So I just used that, upgraded it, got it, and then found another version. So that was one version of a weapon I was using, just better. And then another version of a weapon I was also using, just better. And I modded them for different types of damage. And I got them up to 1300 DPS. I murder everything in seconds. like some of these like things that are almost supposed to be bosses literally just explode in front of me.
Really?
Yeah, it's very funny. So combat's not a thing. So, and I've barely leveled up since the beginning. I've barely leveled up any stats into actually like shooting or anything like that. All my stats are going into hacking, lockpicking, and dialogue skills like persuasion, lie, intimidate. And even intimidate I'm not putting that much into, and lie I'm not putting that much into. It's like but the game is a lot of just like walking around the town, talking to basically everybody, trying to get as many missions as you can, and talk your way / stealth your way out of combat and situations by getting as much information as you can, which I do find fun. But it is a slog, and because you just pretty easily run from place to place without much resistance, it's a lot to retain.
Uh-huh.
Because you're just getting, like, within 2 hours, you could have had, like, essentially 10 conversations that lasted 5 to 10 minutes long each.
Oh, okay.
Like, tons of just information. Because you're asking questions and trying to lie and persuade. And a lot of these things, like, you deal with, you know, you're dealing with this faction of people and all of these people that you're talking to, and then this faction, and you're trying to either figure out solutions to these problems, and I'd like to do them with talking because it makes it feel, I don't know, like, kind of cool, instead of just like, I'm just gonna kill you, because that's kind of boring. That's the interest of the game to me, but it is just kind of like,
So it would be even crazier, like, if you just went around shooting people?
you can literally kill anybody in that game. Everybody can die. And I'm pretty sure even if you kill everybody without talking to them, you can still accomplish any goal.
Yeah.
You're just going to lose out on a bunch of side missions and interesting world building and stuff like that. But and you would still have to pick up, like, notes and things like that. And factions, there are, like, factions in the game on each world that react to you differently depending on how you react to them, so they can be good with you or bad with you. So you're just killing everybody, like, when you're walking around anywhere, because certain types of people will respawn, but not main NPCs. But anyway, yeah,
So can you kill the wrong person, though, and, like, really fuck yourself out of stuff? Oh, man.
I don't think you can really fuck yourself out of stuff, but you're going to miss a bunch of stuff if you're just killing everybody.
Yeah.
It's not like Bloodborne or Dark Souls. It's more like you're gonna miss out on, like, conversations. This person who the writing's really good, so you're gonna be missing out on, like, conversations, information. Like, if you do kill someone, that is gonna give you information about other objectives to a mission or has other missions, then you're just not gonna get those missions. It's really consequence heavy if you're kind of laissez-faire about how you're going about the game. But anyway,
Laissez-faire or magna cum laude?
Lade.
Remember?
Leisure Suit Larry.
Yeah.
Lade? Yeah.
That was a G4 game.
I mean, it was that era.
That shit was always on G4.
Oh yeah, it's Mario stole this again. New Donk City.
Yeah. That fucking.
Why can't you be original, Nintendo? Come on.
Fuck, dude. Ugh, dying sucks in this game too, because you.
Well, you have lives.
Yeah, I know, but you have to re-get the carrots.
Yeah, I mean it's just restarting the level. It's not like it's restarting you with time lost.
No, yeah. New Donk City, baby.
Alright, yeah, YouTube is just straight up broken on my laptop. I literally disabled the whole ad blocker.
It's still not working.
Yeah, I went to extensions on Firefox and just turned it the fuck off, and it's still not working, so... Cool, YouTube. You're fucking awesome. Ooh! There's a butt-clenching moments.
Dude, my hands are sweating.
Well, yeah, I know. You got swamp hands, though.
They do sweat when I game. Shit gets serious, man.
Also, what's really shitty is that they're just blocking our video, which doesn't have ads on it anyway.
Yeah.
And it's a stream. Even when it goes to VOD, it's not going to have any fucking ads. Anyway. It is what it is. That's the problem. Yeah, that's the problem. It's not YouTube, it's my laptop. So you got a new phone?
Yep.
But it is an iPhone, right?
Yeah. I'm using the one that I had where the fucking battery just dies super quick. But it's whatever.
For what?
What do you mean?
I thought you got a new phone.
No, I was the one that with the green text message was like an old like flip phone.
Okay.
And then I was like, fuck this. And I went back to the iPhone that I previously had.
Just a
Oof.
like a new one, but the same number, like the
Yeah, same.
iPhone 10 or whatever. I don't know.
It's I forget which one it is. It's not a number. It's like SE or something. It's one of the cheaper ones.
No idea. I don't know. I don't want to get off my 6S just because it has the audio jack.
Hell yeah, man.
Like, literally everything beyond that doesn't have an audio jack, and that's just really fucking annoying to me.
It's super stupid.
Super stupid. I haven't even looked if, like, and my battery's starting. It's not bad, but it's not great, especially when it gets cold. But, like, I haven't even looked at, like, other phones, like Google phones, Androids, whatever, when or if they ever stopped having audio jacks in their phones. I assume they have, just because phones have to be thin, and that's too big of a jack.
It's so dumb, man. Dude, that thing hit me out of the fucking...
That was horseshit.
Alright, well now I know where the last one is. I'm gonna save that butt-clenching one for the last.
So falling off the stage once ends it. That's not like life off your health.
Nope.
Okay.
You just die.
So is it draw distance where you can't... It does not show every jet pod from everywhere?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, okay.
Boom, ba boom, 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 boom. Getting donked on.
Oh, they're jackhammering. I get it now. I was like, what is that sound? And then these workers... Okay, they're...
Oh, yeah, okay.
Ooh. How much control do you have in the air?
Not much.
So you can't go like left and right. You can only like start, stop, forward, backward, or...
Yeah. You can't even forward, backward, really. Kind of.
So once you stop and you go down, you're just kind of going down.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're just looking for your shadow.
Yep.
Makes sense. I thought you were going for the little guy. You don't want to save the jetpot near the exit, or is the exit kind of centrally located?
No, it's actually pretty close to that.
Oh, the butt clenchy one?
Wrong way. Yeah.
Ooh! Yeah, you're nudging yourself a little bit forward there.
Oh no.
Slow down. Whoa!
Big time slow down. This guy will give me life. Nope.
Missile coming in.
Nice.
Life? Yeah. Oh, what was that? Little purple thing?
Life.
Arrgh. Oh, again, going back to like listening to fucking podcasts. I was listening to PS I Love You, XOXO, and slow down. And they were talking about Armored Core 6 coming out. Again, this is months ago. This is like back in like the podcast came out in like June or something. But they did bring up a funny point, like Janet Garcia was just like, would you consider a mech a vehicle? And everyone was like, absolutely yes. But then she made the point, like, if I said, recommend me a vehicular game, would you recommend Armored Core or a mech game? And they're like, and another guy, I think it was Blessing, just said, well, I would have just asked you why you're looking for a vehicular game.
Yeah. Just wants to. I mean, that's true though.
I mean, like the way you would, it's phrased. The question, she has a good point. With context, you would assume probably a racing game.
Yeah.
But that's what's called like denotative language compared to connotative, or it's one of the, or maybe it's the other way around. Where like with context clues, you get the language compared to what the word literally means, and a mech is literally a vehicle. It's piloted, and it moves you around. Now it's a war vehicle, obviously. Well, in you know those cases, doesn't have to be. But yeah, I just thought that was funny. Just like because they were like, "Oh, this is just chicken in a sandwich thing." It's like, or chicken is hot dog a sandwich? I have chicken on the mind. Is a hot dog a sandwich? It's like. At that point, who cares? But like,
is a hot dog a sandwich?
I've heard that question for like over a year, if not more, probably 2 years.
I don't think I've ever heard that question.
It's one of those really stupid internet things.
Is a gyro a sandwich?
That's the exact same question. If you think about it.
It's pretty close.
Yeah, I think it's closer than a hot dog, but like, who cares? Because you still, the thing is, you don't call a hot dog a sandwich.
No.
So you know, either, I think connotatively, like what a sandwich is. A gyro has its own word. A hot dog has its own word. The fact that it's usually served in a bun, but doesn't have to be, it is a meat tube. It's a sausage. Like bratwurst, usually served in a bun, but it has its own term because it's its own sausage. But it doesn't have to be served in a bun.
You can eat a hot dog plain.
Yeah, you can eat a bratwurst. I do it sometimes. I'll just like heat up a bratwurst and just like fork and knife and dip it in some mustard.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
It's delicious. You know, it's a sausage. Right, so that's why I would say it's not a sandwich. Just because it's in not even 2 pieces of bread. It's in a small loaf of bread.
Mm-hmm.
But, it's like, who cares? You know? Like, is a taco a sandwich?
Taco's kind of different from a hot dog, though. No bread.
But taco's closer to gyro. It is bread. It's just cornbread.
Yeah.
Not like, you know, cornbread, southern cornbread, but it is literally cornmeal. Or
Fried.
flour tortilla, which is flat flour bread.
Gyros are good, man. I had a gyro a couple days ago.
I don't like, you know, I don't like tomato. Obviously, that can be taken out.
Yeah, it's usually just tomato and onion as
And
far as
lettuce,
like
right?
that goes. No.
Oh, I just thought it was lettuce also. But yeah, like, the meat is shawarma, isn't it? Is that the name of the meat?
I
Or
have
is
no
that something
idea.
else? Maybe it's just called gyro meat. The shawarma might be its own thing. I don't know. What's the name of the sauce on Hero?
Come.
That's it.
No, I don't know. It's like it starts with a T. Look it up.
Tzatziki.
Yeah.
Tzatziki sauce.
They're
I
really
think
good,
I
man.
think it's Greek yogurt with the sesame paste in it called something. Yeah, I don't know. And then, flatbread, pita bread.
Pita bread's really good, man.
Dude, I mean...
Heroes are actually really fucking good, dude.
He eats, what is it, pita and hummus, like, every day for lunch, which is when he gets home.
Hell
which is
yeah.
kind of weird because it's like 5 or 6 o'clock or whatever, but... Dude, pita and hummus is, like, legit as fuck.
Yeah.
Ready to go?
This is some, like... Oh. Whoa. I think you might want to jump out of the way. Yeah. Oh, don't forget about your weapons. Do you get them back if you die?
Nope.
Okay. So maybe that's like save for a second try. Maybe. Oh, but you got lives. What was I gonna say? This is like a one of the first mid bosses. Yeah, he's like one of the first mid bosses in
Gunstar Heroes.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. Just the block man, the guy just going like that.
That game's really freaking hard.
On easy, it's not. It's really fun. On normal, it is fucking hard. I think he got him.
Gotcha, baby. The
Also,
robot.
again, the guy that's in Gunstar Heroes also is kind of like the same kind of weird, like, stuff you do with the big block men in Mischief Makers.
Yeah. That game was fucking cool.
I love that game, man.
The art style. Isn't it the same people?
Yeah.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
not again.
Yeah.
I was afraid this would happen. We better make a run for it.
Traveler's Tales? Grab my phone for me real fast. It's just on that subwoofer.
There's Aloha.
Yep.
Never underestimate the power of science.
See, I love this weird-ass art style in cinematics.
Boom, ba-dum, boom, 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 ba-dum, boom, boom.
Ready to go?
Dude, what the fuck am I supposed to do? I can't make those.
Oh, Treasure. I said Traveler's Tales. Yeah, Treasure also did Gunstar Heroes. There's a weird quote. Not weird. There's a quote that came out from like one of the directors or developers at Treasure like a while ago. I think when Gunstar Heroes basically came out and they were doing like a little bit of press for their next game, which maybe had been Mischief Makers, but Gunstar Heroes did really well and was received really well in the United States and maybe Europe, not positive about that, but not in Japan. And so someone asked, like, either, I think it was the director or, someone doing an interview with, for Treasure. Basically the person was asking, like, oh, you guys ever thinking about doing a follow-up to Gunstar Heroes? And he was just like,
There was.
eventually.
It was
In,
on
like,
GBA.
Yeah, in like 2002.
Yeah. Never played it.
I didn't either. I know it didn't review like anywhere near as well as like the first one, but so this was in the 90s before they were even thinking about that. Which I'm thinking they might have been doing like interviews for press about Mischief Makers because that came out like 97, you know, and Gunstar Heroes was like 94. But yeah, he was like, yeah, we didn't think it did too well. Sega of America never told them that it did well. Or Sega of Japan. Even though Sega of America knew, like, Sega of Japan, like, never told them that it did well.
I find that really weird, though.
Really weird that, yeah.
Why wouldn't they know the sales of their own stuff, though?
Because it was through Sega. And it may not even been sales. I don't think it did sell well. I think it was, like,
I always thought it was one of the rarer Genesis games, honestly.
It was. It came out like late, like 94.
Yeah.
But I think it was like mostly like critical acclaim that they just didn't know about.
I just remember Will had it.
Really?
Yeah, and it was really fucking hard.
Yeah, you put it on easy and it's a really, really fun. It's still kind of challenging, but it's really fun. On normal though, it's brutal.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna try and find a tweet because I follow Retronauts on Twitter, and that's where all this shit comes from. God, it's just Retronauts.
Bum, 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 bum.
This is like a better platforming version of a Blasto stage.
I rented that game.
I've never played a second of it just because of how bad the reviews were.
It sucked.
Yeah, it looked bad.
Yeah, I was disappointed. It was one of those bad rentals, you know.
I thought it was going to be kind of cool from previews and magazines that I had.
I thought it was going to be
Because
fucking
Phil
cool.
Hartman, you know,
And I liked the art style.
Yeah, so did
like
I.
I remember seeing it in magazines, and I was like, I want
it
to
has
play
cool
this.
art style. But then the 2 or 3 screenshots they had, if you really, after knowing, you know, what it was, then you could see, oh, it's this shitty like kind of like maze thing. Isn't it like 99 levels or something?
I have no fucking idea.
It's like, yeah, it's like really crappy. Anyway, yeah, dude, it got like 3s and 4s and shit. Like out of 10s. That's what I'm saying. Oh, is this? Oh, wait. Are these ads, and that's the main boss?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it's the dude in the. Oh, that sucks. It's the dude in the picture. That I was about to use this.
Yeah. I thought that was the second one. Maybe he shows up.
It's possible.
Oh no.
Yeah, make sure you get a real clean shot like that. Oh, not from the ads, though.
Holy shit. Bro.
What, he's just like flinging you up?
He's using those fucking...
I mean, you got him.
Oh, yeah. He's using those Roman candles. It was getting crazy. Jump and flash.
Jump and flash.
Bum, 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 bum.
Oh, it also might have been Shane Bettenhausen that tweeted about it.
Is he the curmudgeon?
No, that's Joe Juba. Shane Bettenhausen works at Sony. He's worked at Sony for a long time at this point. Is he? Okay, never mind. I found it.
What did it say?
By the way, this is a really cool boss.
Mr. Aloha.
SOA, as in Sega of America, never told us that our game was popular in the U.S.
Oh.
They probably
That
also,
makes more sense.
They probably also didn't tell you that almost none of the Sega of America producers wanted to release it, and they gave it no marketing budget. Poor Gunstar Heroes, Die Hard Game Fan, Volume 2, Issue 7. So straight up from Game... Of course it's from Game Fan. Of course it was Game Fan that was interviewing.
What's Game Fan? Why?
Magazine. The one that I always, like, talk shit on because they just love Japanese games.
No, that was Game Pro.
Oh, that was Game Pro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Game Pro was my favorite.
I mean,
Game Pro.
you have their sensibilities. It's like it's fine to like what you like and not like what you like.
I guess that's true. Like when you think,
It's just weeaboo shit. Not really, but like you like
back in
Japanese
the
games
day,
much more. Yeah, much
they
more than
would cover more Japanese games.
they would cover. I mean, they would they would cover not just Japanese games, but they would like Japanese games way more.
I had
And
Game
a lot
Pro.
of it, I think, was deserved when it came to things like, like Symphony of the Night and things like that.
Yeah,
or
dude.
like-
Resident Evil.
No. Resident Evil was loved by. That's
Oh,
different. No, I'm talking about, like, especially, like, 2D stuff, non-pushing technology, all that 90s crap, you know. This game looks amazing. Look at the graphics. Okay. And also console, not PC. PC was such a different thing in the 90s.
yeah, dude.
It was like a completely different environment. Did you just beat it?
Hell yeah.
So what's Extra 1?
I'm gonna save it.
That was dope. That's really not that hard.
No, I only died a couple of times. Like 3. This game is fucking fun. This is exactly what I remember. I sat down and just beat it, and then I never played it again. But I remember it being super short.
For some reason, I thought this game was long. What is Extra 1? I assume it's New Game Plus.
Ooh.
What?
Super. Oh, I guess maybe it's different levels. Let's see. No.
Well, I wonder if it's harder? Less time? See? 3 minutes.
Yeah, it was 9. Maybe.
Okay, can you... This is the first level, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, what's super?
Oh, there are continues too, so it's not even.
Oh, I bet it starts the world over instead of the level.
Makes sense. See, super is 10 minutes. What is super, though? Oh, you have less life. Look at my life. It's just harder.
But you started with 3 lives left. 3 lives in general.
Yeah.
Okay. And none of those upgrades actually extended your life bar. They were just filling up your life, right?
Actually, I don't know. I think one was called, like, HP Max.
Yeah, but that might have just, like, filled up your HP from basically 0 to max. It might be, like, a weird translation thing or something.
Look it up. See what Extra 1 and Super
Well,
R.
we already figured out what extra is.
I do remember this game being really fucking hard when we were younger, though. And it makes sense because we probably weren't accustomed to this type of fucking, like, control.
Not only that, but maybe getting... For me, I would probably get frustrated by, like, not remembering the layout of the level as well as I should, and then looking for the last jet pod, because it's not popping on screen because of draw distance.
Yep. Me and Trevin would always get to that fucking pyramid level, and then it would get tough.
Oh my... What? Okay, I didn't even know if you know about these mechanics that are in the normal game. Complete for super mode. Complete the game once, first playthrough, not extra stages, without using continues, and super mode will become selectable from the main menu. Start a new game in this mode, and you will be able to jump 6 times instead of 3. So you could jump 3 times in the original?
What? So I was making it even harder on myself? Really?
Can you jump 6 times now?
Yeah, you can. I did. I'm going to test the triple jump on regular.
You can also press triangle to fall faster and do more damage to enemies. Pressing L1 and L2 will make you run faster and jump farther. So there are mechanics in this game that we weren't even fucking around with?
No.
Okay, triple jump. All right, look at the spring at the top. No, it doesn't tell you. We just thought double jump because that is...
Damn, that that really would have helped.
Yeah.
That, especially with that butt clincher, I could have just jumped over all that shit.
And the ice level.
And the ice level, I could have made that one jump.
Yeah.
Triangle.
So the triangle thing is super mode. I think these extra things are in the super mode. So,
Okay.
So in the super mode, you can also press triangle to far faster and do more damage to enemies because you're falling more force. That's essentially what that means. And then pressing L1 and L2 will make you run faster and jump farther. So I think those are super mode things. So use super mode to like learn the level faster, and then go into extra to do it in 3 minutes.
Look up what extra is. Is that what that is? Just less time?
Extra is harder mode where you have less health, a lower timer, and different jet pod locations. So it's even learning the levels isn't even that.
This game, that's the fucking this is the Dark Souls New Game
Hold
Plus,
on.
where it's harder.
Yeah.
Dude, this fucking game did it all first.
Yeah, Super lets you play through worlds 1 through 6 with the game-breaking benefits of having 6 total jumps instead of 3, moving really fast when holding down L1 and L2, quickly dropping back down to the ground with triangle. Unlocking this mode will grant you a little S icon on your save file. Hyper grants you the same benefits while playing the extra stages, which are the harder ones, which is different jet pod locations and
So you
less
have to
health.
beat it on...
Unlocking this mode will grant you a little H on your yeah.
How do you get hyper? By beating it on
extra?
So
how to unlockable is extra. How to unlock complete worlds 1 through 6. Hyper to unlock complete extra 1 through 6 with a score of 3 million points or more. Super complete worlds 1 through 6 without using a continue. So essentially you unlock so they're rewarding you with an easier version of the game by doing good, which you did. You
and extra
just by beating the game.
Yeah.
And
Without
then,
a continue though.
Yeah, that's why by doing no. You unlock super
Without a continue.
So you unlocked an easier version of the game to fuck around with by doing really well.
This is fucking awesome. They straight did a Dark Souls New Game Plus fucking 15 years before.
I do not know this for a fact, but I do assume Kingsfield has a new game plus.
Oh yeah, maybe check that out. Maybe it does get harder when you beat it. That game just looks so boring.
It is just a dungeon crawl. It is
Like, I
more
want to
open.
play it, but I know I'd never play it for
No.
more than like 30 minutes.
No, it is incredibly hard, but I think it is. I think some of them are kind of structured in a way that is like it's much more open than you think. But it's like, go here, don't go here, enemies, hard, you know. But it's like,
Those games get confusing as shit, though.
Yeah.
First-person fucking dungeon crawlers, man.
but there are open areas. It's just the draw distance becomes an issue as well.
Yeah. Like, look at that. I made that jump because of that third jump. Yeah, that would have been nice to know.
I mean, if you had a manual,
Yep. I was thinking that when you said it.
this
I was
game
like,
does
how
no.
is-
This game has literally zero tutorial.
No, it
It
would
just-
have just been check the manual.
Yeah.
Damn, that fucking extra jump would have made things a lot easier.
We would have beaten it so fast.
Way faster. I mean, we still did. Like, how long is the stream going?
137, and
So-
we've gone over.
Yeah. We can knock like 10 minutes off.
Oh, you would have knocked like 15.
This game's fucking cool, man.
What the fuck was I gonna say?
Probably something racist again.
Yeah, because I'm the racist one here.
Well, debatable.
I don't know about that.
I guess you could just farm enemies for points for a while after you get the carrots.
Just to get the 3 million.
Yeah. And I wasn't going for the bonus stages.
Oh yeah, I even forgot about those.
Yeah, I only
You
did
ended
it.
up with like over 2 million pretty quickly.
So if I would have
no,
done
wait, you,
bonus,
no. Just hold on. No, like you had like 200,000 pretty quickly from that bonus stage. Like
Yeah.
way early from the bonus stage.
still farming a little bit of enemies and doing the bonus stages, I could easily got 3 million.
And it does, like it said, it does mark those save files with H and S. And I
Yeah.
think E, so it's kind of like a completionist thing. Like, oh, I have these 3 save files. You know, that's essentially like, I have these trophies.
Hell yeah, man.
So it's kind of cool too. All right, well that was. I almost said Kingsfield. That was Jumping Flash. Okay, that was one of the things I was gonna ask. You can walk across.
Yep.
those. So you could have walked across the ice ones around.
Yeah. I was
That's what
scared to, though.
So was I. I was like, I didn't even want to ask you because, like,
Yeah. I didn't want to fucking fall through just because I didn't jump.
yeah.
There's that second jump, dude.
You mean the third?
Oh no, I can't make this. Boop. Would have made things so much easier. Like, look at this. You can jump so far with that extra one.
That's
Just jump across the map.
absolutely wild. Absolutely wild.
All right. That's good shit.
This is why games need manuals. Like on these on these classics and shit. I think Nintendo had like to look at the manual. They had to UPC scan the fucking thing.
What?
Yeah, on those like on the Super Nintendo Classic. I think it or NES. Or,
Oh, okay.
You know, it'll like here's a manual and it's like a UPC fucking code.
That is crazy.
Absolutely stupid. It's either that or
Scan
like
it on
on
your
some of their
phone.
like Wii U classic. I can't remember where it is, but yeah, it's like open up your fucking photo app on your anyway. Super stupid. Anyway, that was Jumpy Flash. That was fun.
This game's good. 1995, big box game.
It's shitty that 2's not on here. Just
Yeah, I
because
know.
this game is kind of short.
It wasn't on PS1 Classic or PS3 Classics either. So it just must not get as much love overall. Let me before we end this, I'm gonna look that up. I want to know how far apart they came out.
I think it was 97. No, I think it was 96.
So the next year?
Yeah, I think it was literally the next year.
Oh yeah, it is.
It did come out here though.
Yep, it did.
That's so weird.
August 21st, 1996.
It must just be such a kind of generic iteration on it, where it's just like, here's more levels. You know what I mean? I mean, that's kind of what this game is anyway, but...
It came out less than a year later.
Yeah.
This one came out in November of 95, so...
If they held off
10
development
months.
on it, they could have had a long-ass game, possibly. Or maybe not long, because I bet 2's not
It spawned 2 sequels, Jumping Flash 2 and Robot Mondu, which only came out in Japan in 99. So it's basically Jumping Flash 3.
Yeah. I mean, this is a Japan game, so...
And all 3 are released on the Japanese PlayStation Network. These games
Wait,
are liked.
Don't you have a... Oh, how does that work? You can get a Japanese... Now, this is all PlayStation 3 bullshit. And I can't remember if the store is closed down or not on PlayStation 3. But I think they said they were going to, and then they didn't.
Yeah, you
while
can't
ago.
use credit cards and stuff, though.
Okay,
anymore.
that's what it is. But you could have a Japanese account, PlayStation account, on your American PlayStation 3, and theoretically could have bought it.
You would have to buy those Japanese PSN cards, but you can get those on Play Asia.
But are you talking about now? I'm talking about like
Even back then.
Even back then, that's how they had to
Yeah.
do it? How you have to do it? Okay.
You
But
couldn't use American credit cards.
Yeah. All right.
Hell yeah.
Jumping Flash, good game. Apparently good series. And this was brought to you by viewers like you.